Hey, 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 it's Dee Dee. How are you? Listen, I've been trying to consume social media on a different realm, and I found this cutie pie. He's all about working out, and I love the way he starts his reels. He just gets right into it, and he made me download like 5 reels on weightlifting. So I'm gonna start. I have kettlebells. I only have 5, 10, and 15 pounds. So I started with 5, alternating between 5 and 10. But that's not what I'm not here to talk about his videos today, but I just like that style. That's just me, right? So anyway, it's Dee Dee, the After Work Crew, and I'm here to tell you. It's funny. I always hear people say, "It's not what happens to you; it's how you react to what happens to you." And that's like Zig Ziglar, Jim Rohn, just a lot of people, especially in the marketing or self-improvement realms. Okay. So, Friday, I had to get a new air conditioner for my car. And then today, I ended up getting new tires for my car. And my first reaction was just sulking and a little sullen because of some things going on during my day thing that just are impacting my money. And so then I started thinking about what would happen if right from jump you just get your thankfulness on and not worry about it. It feels like things to worry about. And I said, you're going live on Facebook. You're learning how to chop, slice, and dice into, shorts. This weekend I was talking to some of my friends, and we all said, hey, let's get our YouTubes popping. One of the ladies, actually a couple of the ladies, had videos go viral already. That's never happened to me. And I was just thinking about that, right? About what happens if your first reaction is to be positive, not your third or fourth reaction after you have that temper tantrum. And then I was thinking of when Robert, he's always telling people to read this book, right? This book is called The Greatest Miracle in the World. And after you read it, you're supposed to read chapter 9 every day for 100 days. I have not done that yet. I have not been successful. You're supposed to read chapter 9 out loud every day for 100 days. And I know I can come clean and be like, I start and then I don't finish, okay? Or I'll start for 3, 4, or 5 days and then I skip 6, 7, 8 days and I come back to it. So I was thinking about this book because I haven't been reading it, chapter 9. I'm supposed to read chapter 9 out loud every day for 100 days. And it's funny because we were on something, because I'm on a lot of stuff with him, and somebody mentioned that they listened to it because he gave it to us and I give it to people as well. So we listened to an audio, and he said, that's not what I told you to do. And so today when I first got I didn't get mad, but just like, ooh. And then I got thankful. Hi, Mama. Mommy. I can't see you, but I can see the dress. Hi, Tammy. Cuzzo. So anyway, back to my book. I was like, oh, that's why. This was just today. That is why he tells us to read out loud chapter 9 every day for 100 days. Now, in this group of people that I work with, we have some people, such as our sweet Lisa Marie, who, I think it's Lisa Marie, or it could be Mary Valachek, who have been reading it way past 100 days. It might even be Melody. A couple people have been reading it out loud, chapter 9, every day. So when I was at the Goodyear place, I was like, I was just kind of thinking about it. And so it was a different person ringing me out than had taken me in. And so I said, well, why don't you practice, Dee Dee, right now? And so I chatted with this gentleman, just chit-chatting, because I hadn't met him, right? He's different than the person who brought me in. And just talking to him and asked him his name. And you guys, I want to tell you something. This isn't something I typically say, so shh, don't tell anybody. He asked me something, and I was way by the door, and I said, oh, I'm sorry, I can't hear you. I got these hearing aids, but they're not perfect, and sometimes they don't work. I mean, they work, but I just may not be able to understand. This was so amazing. So he says, hey, wait, come here. And he starts talking to me about a situation where he can't hear. And I said, I had a temper tantrum. I was so upset in 2020. And this young lady, she's the same age as my daughter, she said, you don't have hearing loss because of age. This is something that you've had for many, many years, and I'm shocked you didn't know about it. I tell him that, and he's like, wait, what? And so I'm getting ahead of myself. Before we got to this conversation, he says, as I'm just being positive, I think he was going to let me go, but then I said, hey, what's your name? He's like, my name is Henry. We're chatting. And he said, hey, don't be like everybody else that comes in here, because you bought the warranty for your tires and you got the every 6-month alignment. He goes, so many people do not come in. Now, mind you, I'm going to bring it back to this book. He said, people don't come in and you're wasting money. Okay. So once he said that, then I started chatting with him more. Because remember, my first inclination was to be a little salty, just a little bit. And I remembered that Robert is always saying, read chapter 9 every day for 100 days. It impacted my life, that's Robert, and it will impact your life. So I read chapter 9 a bunch of times, but not 100 times in a row, not 100 days in a row. And so I'm chatting with this guy, and then I mentioned my hearing. And he's like, oh my God. He starts telling me a couple stories. So I immediately pull out my phone and give him my lady's name and number. And he's like, is it free? And I said, yes, it's free. He said, look at you. You just helped me the same way I helped you. I started laughing. I was like, all right, Henry, that's something you need to do, right? Because he told me, I'm sorry, I got all this sun in my eyes. People are telling him he cannot hear. So I just gave him a free resource, right? Bringing it back to chapter 9. This book is called The Greatest Miracle in the World. So when you read chapter 9, that chapter is called The God Memorandum. And I read this book a bunch of times, and I was like, I just cannot relate to this book. It's just kind of, I don't know, Ogmandino, he's out there. He wrote The Greatest Salesman in the World. He wrote just so many books where I felt like you got to be on a different level to understand them. You guys, my whole day turned around. Just giving Henry the love, okay? Just giving Henry some love. And I'm not saying it's tit for tat, right? Because I haven't been reading it. But seconds before I got on here, I went to an event this Saturday. I paid my little money, whatever, right? Knowing that I just spent this $2,500 on my car. So when I got on, I was just about to come on. Oops, sorry. And I got a refund, right? Everybody got a refund that paid. I was like, okay, Dee Dee, stay focused. You're trying to bring a message to a certain group of people, and I pray for them to I'm looking for people that have ears to hear, right? Ears to hear. There's a certain group of people, you might know who they are. Oftentimes they're single women. Hi, Vanessa. Mm, I got two cousins on here. I got Tammy and I got Vanessa. And my mommy was on. I'm not sure if she's still on. But anyway, there's a certain group of people. When you read the news stories or you listen to the news, this particular group of people can always be having trouble, right? Oftentimes through no fault of their own. Females, they might be younger than me, they could be my age. Something happened where now they're down to a single income family and things can be tough. That's the people that I speak to. Just through my own various experiences. And I was on TikTok the other day and I was talking about, hey, if you need something, I have a free gift for you. And I was sending the people who commented this link to this book. It's on YouTube, okay? And a couple people were like, I needed to hear this. And here today, I'm like, keep reading chapter 9, get back to it. And it's funny because the other day, somebody was talking about, I get sleepy, I don't read it at night because you're supposed to read it before you go to bed, which happens to me. And so our mentor said, well, what time do you go to bed? I don't know, 10, 11, 12. Why don't you start reading it at 7, 8, 9? Well, that's a damn novel idea. So I was watching a replay. I wasn't on live, but I was like, he just called me out too, right? Because I'll run between day gig and doing this at night and trying to catch up and do this and do that until I just drop, right? And I was like, oh, there's a break between work and when I start going live and trying to encourage people. That's when I should read chapter 9, right? So I switch my brain from day to evening, read chapter 9 out loud. And for me, I just feel like today was like a ding, 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 ding. You know, when you need a sign, this is a sign. So anyway, I'm just trying to bring positivity to the community and let those who have ears to hear, because not everybody's going to hear your message. I didn't hear this message. They will when it's time to know that you can do something. And Vanessa, this is really a thing to you, that building a YouTube channel is doable. It's not easy, but it's not hard, okay? And when this certain group of people, maybe single moms, maybe dude left, they're single income, maybe they're not single, but there's a single income, there's no need to go to Uber or Lyft or what have you. You can build a community of following on YouTube and you can monetize, right? It takes 500 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. And I know that sounds like, wow, that's overwhelming. It's not, because what you will do is just like I'm doing right now. When you make your videos, you do what's called a long form video. So I like to do it on Facebook because I used to have a nice little following on Facebook, and then I decided to stop Facebook and just do TikTok and YouTube. Well, I didn't know what I was doing, right? So now that I have a little bit more guidance, I just do my videos on Facebook because that's where my community is. That's where my natural community is. And download the video into a video editor. You will get shorts, and that's how you're going to increase your watch hours. All right. So these are things, and I'm just teaching this right now as I'm learning, right? I'm not a pro at all and very not technical, but it's doable. I watched Robert go from his first video right in front of my eyes, no followers, to now 7,000 followers. I watched him get a nickel here, a dime there, to now, and I can say this because he has posted it publicly on Facebook, to like thousands. I think it was I forgot how many thousands of dollars. And I'm not saying that I can do that or even you can do that, but what I am saying is there is a better way. I can't believe I travel a lot. You all know that. Anybody that's followed me for longer than 5 seconds knows I'm a travel bug. I ride Uber and Lyft all day long, all the time, maybe every other month. And I talk to my drivers, right? Because I don't just get in unless I'm with somebody I know. But if it's usually typically me by myself. And I talk to the drivers, and people are working a side gig. Oh, shit. Ooh, there's a big bee. A side gig, a side hustle. There is a better way. Okay. So, I can't tell what time it is anymore. I used to be able to tell. Facebook changed since I did my videos here in this community. But if you know somebody who is just looking for things to be different, and so they're going to think for a change, they're going to think to make a change, shoot me a message, right? Because not only do we have a travel plug that is just so concierge, so top-notch, but learning this process is doable. It's not easy because you have to be consistent, but it's doable, right? Just the same with marketing, right? I told you guys about me booking the wrong airplanes. I've done it multiple times. You need to get on a plane and be traveling here, there, everywhere, and not coming back to her home state. So that's what I wanted to say to you all today. Keep it positive, right? And I think the thing that I am learning the most is to speak positivity to others, right? Share and bless other people with the love that you have in your heart. It's not easy, especially if you get in a bad mood, but it is worth it. And not even but, it's not easy and it's worth it. All right. Peace and love, people. Fam, peace and love. Hi, Miranda. I always like to tell Miranda, I have a cousin named Miranda, but she doesn't have her name as Miranda on Facebook. And so I'm always like, is that my cousin Miranda? Can't be, because she says Miranda. How are you, sweet lady? Good to see you. So we just talked about sharing peace and love. Hello, Miss Pansy. You guys, thank you so much for your support. That means everything to me. It means everything. Thank you so much. Today I was talking about just sharing love and positivity with others. It's doable. It makes a huge difference for you and the person. It does. It so does. And to share positivity, and just the main thing I was trying to really share is that there is a better way. If you know people who are looking to make money because they're struggling, no matter what the struggle is, what the struggle bus is, a lot of times it's single women, for whatever reason, right? Single. So I just wanted to say that to you. And it's funny because I do have on a CBD shirt. I'm not sure if you can see it says Boss Mom. And back in the day, I was stone cold, hardcore CBD because I was dealing with a situation that CBD greatly helped. And it's funny now, sometimes people that I don't even know, haven't talked to for a long time, are you still the CBD lady? And I'm like, I'm going to remarket this, okay? But yes, I am. All right. Have a great evening. Love you. Thank you so much for getting on. Now, I'm going to see if I can download this into my software and make some shorts for TikTok and Facebook. Remember, there's an easier way. You don't have to go drive for Uber. You don't have to leave your kids. There's an easier way. Hey, Miranda, yep. Doop, doop. Boss mom. All right. Have a great day. Have a great evening. Bye-bye. I'm always trying to figure out how to turn this off. Finish.